Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Make sure to subscribe to never miss any of these videos. So we've got a juicy video today, guys. So, you know, Chris Evans, the person that was supposedly done as Captain America, he said in a recent interview with Variety that he could be returning as Captain America, even though it's only November and EndGame came out in April. We're well under a year. Less than a year when he left the role, he's already unofficially confirming that Capitan is coming back. And also, in this video, we're going to cover a potential Miss Marvel audition tape. If I'm going to cover it in this video, I will put it at the start unless it gets flagged. So, what is good, YouTube? What's you here? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe at the 100,000 subscriber mark if we can ever get there. And we'll be giving away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X or a Switch with whichever game you guys want. All you got to do is subscribe so we get there faster. Right, cool. So, in a recent interview with Variety Actors on Actors, they were there to promote, from what this article says, Jojo Rabbit. So essentially what happened is Scarlett Johansson asked Chris Evans if he'd ever play Captain America again. And his initial response left the door open for a potential return. But you've got to factor in the fact that there's the rumors that he's going to play a part, you know, old Cap in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. His response basically unofficially confirms that he's definitely coming back. You never know, never say never. But beforehand, he was like, I'm done. But now, you never say never. I love the character. I don't know. It's not a hard no, but it's not an eager yes either. There are other things I'm working on right now. I think Cap had such a tricky act to stick the landing, and I think they did a really nice job letting him complete his journey. If you're going to revisit it, it's not going to be a cash grab. It can't just be because the audience wants him to be excited. What are we revealing? What are we adding to the story? A lot of things would have to come together, which is interesting because usually an actor would just take a cash grab. He says, no, bro, I'm not having a cash grab. Johansson noted that when he was last seen in EndGame was the first time she learned of Captain America's fate, calling it a beautiful ending, which then prompted Evans to lean more towards no. It'd be a shame to sour that. I'm very protective of it. It's such a precious time. Jumping onto the movie was a terrifying prospect to me. I said no a bunch of times, and there's a billion and one reasons or ways it could have gone wrong. It almost feels like maybe we should let it sit. Yes, Chris Evans, let it sit. We do not need the Avengers to return, because if Chris Evans returns, Iron Man's going to return, and then the new Avengers aren't going to return. Like, okay, cool. Right, guys, I like Chris Evans as Captain America, but the role, it's done, it's dusted, just like Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, it's done, it's dusted. You didn't get clickbait, but literally he's saying, yeah, give me a cool story, I'll come back. Just like the Russo bros, who necessarily don't even need to ever return, are saying, yeah, give us Secret Wars and we'll come back. So, Chris Evans, less than a year after leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has said that he wants to return in a roundabout way, which is interesting, but only if it makes sense. So also in the news. So I was a bit unsure about this because it will be quite easy to fake this because it's happened before, and you know. So on Reddit, Twitter, well, it came about on Reddit, but it's literally from Twitter. So there's some acting of a female, and essentially she says she's Miss Marvel. She speaks that she's speaking about the new Avengers. She speaks to Captain Marvel, and it's all the right indication. And if I do, in fact, include this, you'll see the tape at the start of the video. Essentially, this is allegedly a leaked audio tape with visual. It's an audition for the Miss Marvel role. We know she's going to be a big part of the MCU going forward. I mean, this happened with a Flash Season 5 for Cicada. A leaked audition tape got online and it turned out to be real. I mean, it's very, very in-depth. Now, Marvel tries to protect everything when they're casting for new roles. You know, Mahershala Ali became Blade and no one even knew about it. Sometimes some of the insiders get stuff right, a good bunch of the good ones, but not the bad ones. So it's really hard to believe if this is real, because, you know, you would think they'd be picking an A-lister or someone who is very well known in whichever kind of, I guess you could say, characteristics of the role they're looking for, because Marvel hasn't made it clear what the credentials is for whoever's going to play Miss Marvel. And also in the news, yes, there is a Miss Marvel full channel leak, and it just goes over a bunch of stuff like Brie Larson will have a minor role as Carol Danvers in this movie, and this kind of makes sense because she's talking to Captain Marvel. Black Bolt, Lockjaw appear in this movie, and then it says a bunch of actors are in like early negotiations to play Black Bolt, but we all know Vin Diesel is playing Black Bolt, so don't even go there. Finn Wolfhard has recently been approached for Miss Marvel's best friend, supposedly. The Inventor and Maximus the Mad are the main two villains of this series. Ben is in talks to play the Inventor. Freddie Highmore has been approached for Maximus. So you got to take these plot leaks with a pinch of salt. But you know, guys, you know this channel, I love to cover every single aspect of Marvel, DC video games that we can do for you guys. The plot leak does go on. It does say that someone's in final negotiations to be Miss Marvel. Now, I don't believe this is the actor in the audio tape who is in the plot leak, but like I said, guys, the plot leak doesn't really mean a lot. Arisha Reishi is an actor who is in final talks, according to this plot leaks, in the final negotiations to play Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. But I've compared the leaked audio tape audition to images of this actor online, and there are similarities, kind of, in the eyes, but I can't really tell if it is the same actor. I'm not too familiar with this actor, so I don't know if it actually is a leaked tape, but it could be. Things like this happen all the time. You got to remember the whole leak for Dark Fate got on the internet, for Predator, for EndGame, for Justice League, for Wonder Woman. So much stuff leaks online early that literally anything can be leaked. Game of Thrones final season was leaked word for word. So I'm not going to say that this leaked audition tape isn't real, but at the same time, I'm not going to say that it is real. So the plot leak goes on, and we'll just briefly go over a bit more of it. So apparently in the Miss Marvel movie, Miss Marvel is going to be having overprotective parents. Marvel is still on the search for an actor for Ahmed and obviously Miss Marvel's older brother. So that is pretty much everything that this says. Then it goes on to say filming begins in August 2020 for release of 2021. Late. Now that makes sense because we know Miss Marvel is coming out in 2021. I'm pretty sure it was confirmed on Twitter the other day that the writer is there. Brie Larson does make a lot of sense because obviously like Miss Marvel's motivation essentially comes from Captain Marvel in a way. Every animated series that Miss Marvel from the Inhumans has appeared on, Captain Marvel's also been somewhere behind her, so that does make a lot of sense. We know Brie Larson's contract is for 7 movies-ish, so if she has got a cameo role in, you know, Miss Marvel TV show, then it would make a lot of sense. And apparently, according to this plot leak, I will leave it in the link down below, Riz Ahmed has been offered a role in this movie, which is very interesting because you know what also this actor was in. You should know because it was pretty decent. So comment down below right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, he was Carlton Drake, aka Riot, in Venom 2018 movie. So he could actually be in Miss Marvel. If you do a bit more digging on the internet, you actually found out that he tweeted Marvel Studios. So when do Marvel Studios want me to get started on Miss Marvel's screenplay? So he's literally saying, come get me, Marvel. I want to be in the movie. So maybe if the plot leak is real, maybe it actually is real. And Mandy, he's also tagged Mandy, and she's tweeted on their verified account, Riz, I'm obsessed with the comic book. I read them all the time. I love Miss Marvel. So it looks like these are fan petitioning themselves, but this was over 1 year ago. So parts of this plot leak make a lot of sense. Now, I'm not overly hyped for this TV show at the moment because we don't really know anything about it, but Miss Marvel is a pinnacle protagonist in the Marvel Avengers video game. Now, like I said, guys, if I don't tag the audio clip of the audition at the start of the video because it gets flagged as something, I'll overlay it without the audio, and I'll leave it in the link down below if you can't find it. But like always, guys, let me know down below. It would be cool if Vin Diesel Black Bolt did appear in Miss Marvel with Captain Marvel. This TV show, I keep calling it a movie because we're not used to Marvel TV shows in the sense of the MCU. So that's why I keep getting a little bit confused with myself. But you know me, I do one take. So it is interesting. I am looking forward to it. I just wish they would reveal details soon. And I'm pretty sure because shooting starts middle next year, we are going to find out who actually ends up playing Miss Marvel very soon. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below. Is Chris Evans coming back to the MCU? Has the Miss Marvel plot leaked already? Because it tends to be a trend. We've done so many plot leaks for things that are so far ahead that it seems unfeasible. But in this case, it's very feasible. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.